can't get anything done. But also, I have always really believed that the people will kind of let you know whether you should run again or not. So I'll wait a little while on that one and then answer it later. Yeah.
Mr. President, my name is Bob Beatty. I'm representing Lake Oswego High School from Lake Oswego, Oregon. And I can say that my generation is very concerned with the possible nuclear war. And to tell you the truth, we're sort of scared. Is there any possibility that you will meet with Soviet Chairman Andropov to ease some of the tensions that exist between our two countries?
Well, now, I have made it plain, and even before it was Andropov, when it was Brezhnev, but I was willing to meet. There are no plans right now for a summit. But this doesn't mean that we're not in communication and constant touch between our State Department, their people and all. But more important than a meeting between the two of us, and I recently sent word to our European allies that I would meet with Mr. Andropov any place, any time, to sign an agreement that would eliminate the intermediate range nuclear weapons that are now poised and aimed at the countries of Europe. We have no such weapons there as a deterrent. But let me say that I know this concern of all of you, and I know the fear that everyone has. On the other hand, the very nature of the deterrent, the fact that both sides have these weapons aimed, it's the first weapon ever invented that has never at the same time led to a defensive weapon against it. The only defense you have is being able to say, if one of you does it, the other one's going to do it too. And there is no winner. But we're trying now. This is so out of hand that we have 3 teams negotiating in Geneva, Switzerland. Well, 2 in Geneva, 1 in Vienna. The one in Vienna is negotiating on conventional weapons. The other 2, one is what's known as the START team for strategic arms reduction talks. And the other one is the INF team, intermediate range nuclear weapons. These are the ones, the SS-20s, the Soviet Union has about 350 some aimed at Europe. They've continued to add to that force even though we have this team there, because I proposed some time ago that they meet us to negotiate an outright elimination. Our NATO allies have asked us to put nuclear weapons, intermediate range weapons, as a deterrent to those that are there on the edge of Western Europe. And we've agreed to do that. Now, so far, they have a monopoly. They are the only ones with the threat. We will deploy, we're trying to get what I said was a zero-based option. Destroy theirs, and we won't produce any of ours, and at least we will have made the step of wiping out a whole system of nuclear weapons. Now, I think they came to the table and are willing to talk because they don't want us to put in that deterrent. I can only tell you that every effort we can make is being made to reduce the numbers of those weapons, and hopefully, if we want to start down that path, hopefully we can eliminate them altogether. But I would say here, rather than your fear, is I believe that for 37 years, we've proven that that deterrent idea does work. And I'm still confident of that. Let me point out, we're the only country that ever dropped one of those. And that was in the World War II against Japan. But we were the only country that had it. And you have to ask yourself, would we have dropped it if we had known they had one they could have dropped on us? And I think we all know the answer to that. So we're not completely helpless. Yes.